Child labor is a sin. Every kid has a right to study. The student group leader made his point. After a hot debate ended, he turned around, shouting to a 12-year-old boy, "Hey Chotu, bring tea for everybody." This is not what we want. We want true action. The need of the hour is to eliminate child labor. A child is meant to learn, not to earn. Good morning to one and all. We, the students of 12th Science, bring to your notice the peril one out of every 11 children in today's world face. Child labor. Poverty and lack of good education are the primary contributors to this issue. According to International Labour Organization, 33 million children in India alone are employed in the practice of child labour. Laws pertaining to the ban on child labour have been included in Article 24 of the Indian Constitution. Accordingly, no child below the age of 14 shall be employed in a factory or mine or in any hazardous working environment. The Child Labour Prohibition and Regulation Act was passed in 1986. Despite all these continual efforts by the government, child labour still exists. The focus should be on providing free and compulsory education for all children and implementing steps to bring down unemployment.
On account of World Day Against Child Labour, we have prepared a short video showing the life of a child labourer in India. In a certain rural part of India, there lived an 11-year-old boy named Raman. Gokul Prasad, a brick supplier, hires Raman to carry bricks from one place to another. He was a cruel employer who used to force the kids to work harder even when they were exhausted. Later in the day, Sushmita Singh, a social activist, was strolling through the area and saw Raman along with many other kids working, whom she thought were underaged. She asked the children as to who was in charge and decides to confront him.
Hello, I would like to talk to you.
Don't have much time, be quick.
Do you think these kids are being treated right?
Yes, of course. They get to work and make money even at a young age. I am busy. Go away now.
Sushmita Singh decides to go to the police station the following day to file a case against Gokul Prasad for making underage children work. Within the next few days, the police officers arrive at the location to try and figure out as to what was going on.
Hey, don't you know that making kids work is against the law?
But if they want to work, they can, right? What's wrong with that?
Kids in this age are supposed to learn and have fun. Don't you have any sympathy?
I am just helping them to earn money. I see no crime in this.
Come with us. You don't deserve to be here. Prison is a better place for you.
The children are now free of their labor and stay at a government facility where they are given education along with other basic necessities.
Child labor and poverty are inevitably bound together, and if you continue to use the labor of children as a treatment for the social disease of poverty, you will have both poverty and child labor to the end of time. Grace Abbott. The 12th of June is used as a day to reflect on the day-to-day struggle of many children throughout the world. Every child is considered as a gift of God and must be nurtured with care and affection with the family society. But due to the social-economic problems, children are forced to work in industries, leather factories, hotels, and self-service restaurants.
Prime reasons for child labor: unemployment, poverty, illiteracy, and demographic explosion.
Cocoa plantation. Cocoa production is one of the main child employer industry in Ghana, Nigeria, and Uganda, Africa. The workers earn less than $2 a day. Children younger than 6 years of age work under the scorching heat year-round. traffickers tell them their job pays well to keep the production cost under control.
Fireworks industry. Shivakashi in Tamil Nadu employs around 50,000 children to produce fireworks. They are paid less than 20 rupees per day. If inspector visits, children are bundled into storerooms. Lead poisoning, ulcer, and damage to brain are threats to these children.
50,000 children below 13 years of age are made to work without a single day off in the silk industries of Kanchipuram and Tiruvannamalai in Tamil Nadu. Wide range of health hazards can affect them. Respiratory diseases, eye infections, and allergies are some of them.
Mining in Africa. In 2008, child labor was reported in the copper and cobalt mines of Africa. 80,000 children below 15 are made to dig the ore by hand and carry sacks of ores on their back. They face chronic exposure to toxic chemicals. The poor work practices place undue stress on the health of children. It is the only source of income in poor families.
This is a pie chart showing global child work. As per the information gathered by Labor Economics in 2011, most child labor was reported in the fields of agriculture, hunting, forestry, and fishing, which accounted for almost 3/4 of the total.
According to UNICEF, complete boycott of child labor causes more harm than help because children resort to harsher occupations like stone cutting and prostitution to supplement the meager family income. International Labour Organization. From 2008 to 2013, International Labour Organization took up the issue of combating child labor.
Solutions for preventing child labor. By spreading awareness through campaign against child labor, parental awareness of the evils of child labor can prevent disruption in schooling and pushing of children into labor. Implementation of Right to Compulsory Education Act and sending more children to school. By supporting NGOs like Save the Children. Effective implementation of more stringent laws. Institutional and technological development in agriculture can bring down the ratio of child labor.
While other children dresses up for school, I dress to go to mine and work tirelessly from morning and that too for little money.
Because of child labor, we will lose more teachers.
My arms and legs ache, not because of playing or running. It's because of the heavy bricks I carry and pushing the trolleys.
Because of child labor, we lose more athletes.
I wanted to hold a pen in my hand, not a hammer or a shovel. This mica mining can cause infections and can damage my lungs, but there's nothing I can do.
Because of child labor, we will lose more writers.
I deserve to be happy, healthy, and safe. I don't want to do this. I don't want to work here. Please help.
Because of child labor, we will lose more astronauts.
Because of child labor,
we lost their future and childhood.
Every child doesn't go home and play after school. There are many kids who work after school and many more who work and don't even go to school.
Since 2000, the number of child labor has declined. Yet, worldwide, 168 million children remain in child labor, working instead of learning.
More than 61 million primary school-age children have never seen the insides of a school. And the same is true for 71 million young teenagers.
85 million children are involved in hazardous work and another 6 million children in forced labor. This number proves that children are being exploited even now.
To make people aware about all this, We celebrate World Day Against Child Labor on 12th June every year. What can we do as students? Taking action against the wrong, demanding changes, voicing out our opinions. This ultimately creates a happy and joyful world.